Hello and welcome to this Archer Point by Cherry Becker Tech Talk. My name is Alex Wiley and I'm going to lead us through this today. So what we're going to talk about today is the version 26 wave releases for manufacturing and Business Central. There's been a variety of changes, so let's jump right in. First one is that there are new columns available. These have actually been added throughout the system, so you'll notice them in a lot of places, and we're including a link to the Microsoft article that talks about the different areas of the system where columns have been added. So things like posted runtime and output quantity that we see here on the production order routing. So a lot of just helpful things that have been added throughout the system. So it's worth going through the areas that you use a lot and doing the personalize and seeing what might have been added and what will be relevant to you. Next, we can attach documents in many places that we couldn't before. So you'll see these on the production order and in the bill of materials. So we'll see that. And you see that on the bottom part where it says documents. And then above that, we're seeing the summary area. This is Copilot summary. Again, this has been added to a lot of areas throughout the system. So you'll see it on the item and on the customer. You can click summarize and it will generate a summary with various data that exist on that window or on that card. So that's another thing that you can check out throughout the system. And next, so to make things easier, you'll see that you can open in Excel and then in some cases edit in Excel in some areas. And you can edit in Excel on the BOM lines and the version lines. So you can see both of those there where you would normally see the share function in with the little arrow jumping out. And speaking of versions, so they've changed some things and added some accessibility. So how you get to the versions from the item card, and then how you can view the BOM version comparison. So what we see here, you can do a BOM version comparison from the main version screen and see the breakdown there. And just a tip, so if you go to the BOM versions, and you try to copy BOM, someone reported that it wasn't working for them. And so if you go down to the type field, if type is blank on the first blank line, and you change type to item, and then you copy BOM, that should work. So there's just a little trick there to getting that copy function to work on the version lines. And we also have some new fields. So on the item card here under replenishment, we see that we have production blocked. That is being added. That's been gradually added. You know, we were able to block purchasing, block sales. Now we can block production and block service. And if we look down on the item variants, we see that we can actually do that in the variant list as well. So those are now all available. So yeah, that's our quick tech talk. And so join us again, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to get future updates about these quick walkthroughs. Thanks for your time.